What's up, everybody? This is I-M-Olivia's daddy, and this is Shop City. So for the last while, we did get a lot of publicity. Thank you to DV. For those that haven't seen his channel and you're playing Islands, you're doing it wrong. You need to stop what you're doing right now and quickly go watch his YouTube because you're going to be learning a lot. Without further much ado, I wanted to talk a little bit more about shopkeeping, specifically about pricing strategies for selling and buying. So right now, the market is where everybody wants to sell stuff. Nobody has money. And so what they're going to be doing is they're going to be going into every sell store and they're just going to be selling whatever they can. Right now, there's been a lot of new content, and whenever there's new content, people are going to let go of the old content. So what I've noticed is there's more snowman being sold, there's way more trophies being sold, and just everything that was awesome from a previous update is just being dumped. And that includes even the portals. So the week before the diamond update, we got all these wonderful portals, and the pricing is just going down, guys. It's a mixture of people getting a lot of these, but it's also a mixture of people letting them go, meaning they don't want them right now. They'd rather sell it now and then buy these bad boys right here. So that's kind of how the market fluctuates really quickly when an update happens. So let's forget about that for a bit. Let's settle down into selling and buying. If you think the sell price is related to the buy price, you gotta throw that out of your brain because that's not how it works in this game. The sell price is completely independent of the buy price. Well, not completely. You still want to be, for example, buying things from shoppers much cheaper than what you're selling them for. So when the buy side goes down, the sell price should also go down. That's usually how it happens, but sometimes it's not the case. Okay. Um, so the way I price things, guys, is based on strictly supply and demand. So how much of this item exists in the market today and how many people want it. That's all that matters. So if there's 100 people looking to sell smelters at 300,000 at my coins in my shop, that's all I need. I don't need every single shopper to sell me their smelter because you're going to have people that are wanting 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 700,000 all over the place. They're like, I'm not going to sell you my smelter because this is how much it's worth to me. So that's kind of where the problem exists is because I tell people, oh, you want to sell me your smelter at 700,000? Well, the problem is I sell it to people at 600,000, so I'd be losing money buying it from that guy. So it's all about the supply and demand. Now, here's where it kind of kicks in. People sell about 200 smelters to me every day. How many do I sell? Not that much. I probably sell about 60. That means there's 140 smelters that's just going to stay in stock, meaning I'm going to be in trouble because as you probably noticed, the pricing to buy smelters is going down. When we first came back from the wipe, I was actually selling smelters at 3.2 million. A week after that, I was probably selling for 2 million. Where we are today, I'm selling between 600 to 800,000. Right now, I'm overstocked. I have almost 300 smelters. And if you look here, I got a lot of pink ears that are ready to sell or change into smelters as well. So this to me means I have a large number of supply and there isn't that high of a demand, not what it used to be like before. So what we need to do is we need to sell this cheap. Okay, I'm even willing to go down to 500,000. And that's actually something that I'll do right now, just to show you guys. So I'll sell my smelters at 500,000. That's really cheap. But because of this, I need to lower the other side. So because my smelter is selling at 500,000, that means I don't need a lot of people to sell to me. I don't, not at the 300,000 mark. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lower this down to 200,000. And I guarantee you, people will still be selling. And for here, because the smelters are 200,000 and you need 3 pink sticky gears, let's aim at like what, like 65,000. Okay, because even if tomorrow all day nobody sells me smelters, I still have smelters. Okay, so the next person that comes today, they're gonna see my prices and be like, oh, this is a scam. This is a scam because every other shop I've been to is buying smelters for X amount of coins, but Frank is buying them super cheap. Well, because guys, I put so much money in my smelter machines that I got a lot of them and I don't need any more and I don't want any more. And it's going to cause me problems down the line if I keep hoarding them. That's going to be really bad. So those ones, smelters, I drop it. Another key aspect to think about is, people come in and because this is a seller's market, meaning there's a lot of sellers, I guarantee as soon as I publish, this green sticky gear machine is probably going to get full within the first 5 minutes. Here's the problem, okay? This is how many gears I got after the wipe because I've been keep clearing it and clearing it and clearing it. I don't need this much gears, guys. I don't feel like putting more money into my sell machines to keep buying these gears and all these products. Um, I mean, if you look at my inventory, guys, there's a lot of things that I just been buying a lot of, but no one's buying it off of me. So I have huge, huge stock building up, and like conveyors, I dropped it down to 18,000, but I had like 25,000 before. Um, Discs, I have thousands of them. Flowers, they were completely wiped from the update. Now I have a healthy, healthy stock, and these are flowers that are not in my shop, guys. These, like my fertile blue hibiscus in my buy machine is already at 300. This is all extra. So as as time goes on, I'm just getting a whole stockpile. Like I have over 1,000 crystallized gold. Here I have like almost 900 buff cries, almost 2,000 iron cries. I mean, it's getting bonkers, and people are screaming, refill, refill, refill. Well, I don't feel like it, and I don't think I should anymore because I honestly just kept buying a lot of stuff. Um, so, so I either lower the price that I buy it at so less people sell it, um, or I just simply take it off my machines. So I took off the coal because I just had way too many coals. And I've been actually thinking about removing all of this because I don't need any more. Like steel rods, I have 22,000. I have more in my bins as well, in the buy selling bins, right? So, why do I need this many? Like gold, I have almost 50,000 gold. Electrite, I have almost 70,000 electrite. And I haven't even emptied these. You know what I mean? So I hope you enjoy the video. I hope it made some sense as to how I price things, guys. It's not, I would say it's very normal for me to change my prices when I'm active all the time. So when you come back in the morning and you come back in the afternoon, you'll notice that the price might be changed. When you come back in the evening, you might notice the pricing changes. So tomorrow, probably in the afternoon, I'll take a look at the stock. If the stock drastically reduces down, I'll bring this back up. I'll probably bring it up to like 600, 700,000. And then the sales of this slows down, and that'll give the sell side enough time to get more coming in. And so that's how supply and demand pricing works. That's why you cannot have a fixated price because it really depends on how much supply is out there, guys. It really does. So if I used a static pricing sheet, I would probably lose a lot of money. You have to be nimble, you have to be flexible, and you have to be willing to keep changing it based on your feel of the market. And so, when you have a lot of stock, don't try to gain the maximum margin. So, just because I see smelters being sold for like, let's say like 800,000, it doesn't mean I should be selling smelters all the time for 800,000, because as you can see, I will eventually have like thousands of smelters in stock, because if I were to sell at standard pricing, it just wouldn't sell fast enough. Things that I don't have a lot of, I'll jack up the price. Um, like for example, like pottery benches, I didn't have that many. I only had like two. Uh, so to buy me time to get more, I was selling these at like 1.3 million. But recently I noticed that not a lot of people buying it, so I reduced it by half, because now look what happened, guys. I got 62 in there. So I dropped that price drastically. Um, so that's kind of how that works. Sometimes when, berry seeds are going pretty hot right away, I might increase that price because they're just clearing so fast. They're one of the first things to be sold out here in the shop. So I might raise that price just so that they sell out a little bit slower, and give the sell side some time for me to buy some more, because it doesn't make any sense for me to sell them fast and run out. The other thing you guys got to think about is how long a shop is published. A shop that normally publishes 1 or 2 hours, they're looking to buy things really quick, meaning they're going to pay a good price, and they're looking to sell things really fast, meaning they're going to sell really cheap. Those are typically the shops that publish for like 1 hour a day. They don't really have time to publish. So unless things happen within that hour, nothing's going to happen. So everybody has a different approach to pricing. Me, for my shop, it's more of a 24/7 shop, or I try to. Um, and for me, it doesn't really matter about how fast I sell because of my publishing time. It's more or less how fast I sell and how fast I buy. How fast can I restock that? So so I hope that kind of explains my pricing scheme, guys, and I hope that gives you some insight as to why I price things the way I do. Sometimes it's crazy, and I do understand it's crazy. People are like, Frank, I think you made a mistake. You shouldn't. I don't think you're selling these that cheap, are you? And I tell them, no, I'm not. Like, or yes, I am. And but anyways, I'm just babbling now. So I'll see you next time.